Good morning, fourth grade readers. This is Miss Hannah talking to you today. Today I'm going to be talking with you about how to answer questions related to authors' points and their reasons and evidence to support their points. So right here you'll see that I have my teacher quiz and my teacher text open. When you do this, you'll have a tab that says student quiz and a tab that says student passage. But for now, I'm just going to use mine so that I don't give you all the answers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by answering the questions on my quiz that I don't have to read my passage for. So I'm going to look at my quiz. The first question on everybody's quiz says, what is your name? First, last. So I'm going to put Hannah Brosh. Notice how I used a capital H at the beginning of my first name and a capital B at the beginning of my last name. That is the correct way to type your name, and it makes me so happy when I see people doing that correctly. Next, who is my homeroom teacher? Of course, I don't have one, but I'm just going to put Miss Hannah. Then what term, this is my first real question, what term, so term is a word, a term is a word. What term or word refers to the ideas an author is trying to express about the subject? If I look at my notes, which we taped in our journals today, or maybe a day or two before this, I'll see that I filled in the blank that said the author's points are ideas the author is trying to express about the subject. Word for word, I find that. So I know if I'm referring to the ideas an author's trying to express about the subject, what the author's trying to get across to us, I'm talking about the author's points. Okay? The next question on everyone's quiz is what terms are words refer to what the author uses to support his or her points. So what does the author use in the text to support the points that they're trying to get across? Do they use points? Do they use more points? Do they use reasons or evidence? Do they use times or none of the above? If I look at my note-taking guide again that we taped in our journals, that little skinny strip of paper says, Part 2 says, author's reasons. The author gives reasons to support their points. Then I see author's evidence. The author may describe blank, research, or similar examples as evidence to support their points. So they might use reasons that they come up with in their own brains, or they might come up with evidence, facts, things in the world that back up what they're trying to say to make them seem more correct. So I'm going to choose reasons or evidence. Again, that can be found on your note-taking guide. Now, this question is a free response, I see, because I have to type an answer. The question says, what is the point the author is trying to express to the reader in the passage? Now, I'm looking at my teacher text. You will use the student passage. You won't have access to the teacher text. You'll use the student passage. So first, I'm going to begin by reading my passage. It says, healthy snack decisions. The calorie content of a snack bag of potato chips is about twice as much as the scrambled egg on toast. According to the back of the potato chip bag, the fat content is triple that of the egg and toast. The American Heart Institute has said that eating food with a lot of fat can lead to heart disease. Further evidence that the egg is healthier can be found by looking at a nutrition chart. The egg has 10 grams of muscle-building protein, but the bag of chips only has 1 gram of protein. Without a doubt, those who want to eat a healthy diet should not choose the bag of chips. So, I'm going to ask myself, what is the point the author is trying to make in this passage, in this paragraph? I think that the author is trying to get me to eat an egg and toast instead of a bag of potato chips. So, the way I would start my sentence and the way you should start your sentence that's going to help you answer this question correctly is I would say, the point the author is trying to express is, okay, and I got that from the question. They're asking, what is the point? And I'm telling you, the point the author is trying to express is that it is healthier. Oops, spelled that wrong. Healthier to eat an egg and toast rather than a bag of potato chips. All right, and that's all you have to type. Then, what reasons or evidence does the author give to support her point? So I'm looking for things that the author used to back up the point that egg and toast is healthier than a bag of potato chips. So what is she using to support her point? Well, I'm asking myself, what made me believe that an egg and toast is healthier than a bag of potato chips? What did she say that made me believe it? Okay. Says, according to the back of the potato chip bag, the fat content is triple that of the egg and toast. So I know that potato chips are 3 times, because it says triple that, 3 times as fatty as an egg and toast. So I would say that. One reason, I know it says reasons, so I'm going to give at least 2. One reason the author gives is that an egg and toast, is that a bag of chips is 3 times more fatty than an egg and toast. And I'm going to get at least one more. This is very important. This is some evidence. The American Heart Institute has said that eating food with a lot of fat can lead to heart disease. Okay, so another reason, got to capitalize the first letter of my sentence. You can capitalize by holding down the Shift key and then pressing the letter you want to capitalize. So I'm holding down the Shift key and pressing A. Another reason is that higher fat content can lead to heart disease. These were reasons and evidence to support the author's point. And that last sentence just kind of wrapped it up. All right, now that I have finished, I will submit my answers. Okay, so it's not going to let me submit because I am actually the person who made the quiz. So I'm going to go back, or it might let me. Let's see. Oh, no big deal. So whenever you do this, when you click submit, it won't come to this page, but after you've done everything I've told you to do, you are done and you can submit and then follow the rest of your instructions on your assignment. Thank you guys so much for watching.